Love in the Time of Wi-Fi, a modern love story that begins with an online encounter. The wrong message. Mia Chen was not having a good day. Her coffee had spilled all over her laptop keyboard. Her boss had just rejected her proposal with a terse try again, and now, as she slumped onto her couch, her phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. "Hey, are we still on for tonight? 8 p.m. at the Oak?" Mia frowned. Wrong number. Normally she'd ignore it, but something about the hopeful tone made her pause. Before she could second-guess herself, she typed back, "Sorry, you've got the wrong person, but if it helps, I hope your date goes well." The reply was almost instant. "Well, this is awkward. My bad. But since you're here, hypothetically, if this wasn't a wrong number, would you have said yes?" Mia laughed despite herself. "Hypothetically, depends. Do you have good taste in food? I once ate an entire pizza in one sitting. Judge me." And just like that, a conversation began. The accidental pen pal's name was Jake Reynolds. He was a graphic designer who hated cilantro, loved terrible puns, and had, in fact, been stood up by his date that night. What started as a fluke became a habit. They texted about everything: his disastrous attempt at baking bread, her rants about her micromanaging boss, and came the voice notes. His laugh was warm, a little raspy. Hers was loud and unguarded. One night, after a particularly long rant about her day, Jake sent, "You're my favorite" notification. Mia's heart did something weird. Let's meet," Jake said 2 months later. "For real?" Mia froze. What if he was a serial killer? What if he hated how she looked in person? What if scared, Chen? He teased. "Please, I'm just mentally preparing for your inevitable disappointment." They picked a cafe halfway between their cities. Mia wore her lucky red dress. Jake promised to bring her a mystery pastry as a peace offering. She arrived early and waited and waited. An hour later, her phone buzzed. "I'm so sorry. Family emergency, rain check." Disappointment tasted bitter. "Sure," she replied, but the texts grew slower after that. Silence. Days turned into weeks. Mia threw herself into work. Jake's replies became sporadic, then non-existent. Maybe it was all just Wi-Fi magic, she thought. No real substance. Then on a rainy Tuesday, her phone lit up. "I owe you an explanation." The truth: Jake's father had had a stroke. He'd spent weeks in the hospital, juggling panic and guilt. "I didn't know how to tell you," he admitted over the phone, his voice raw. "You were this bright thing in my life, and I didn't want to drag you into the mess." Mia's anger melted. "You idiot. I wanted to be there." A pause, then softly, "Can I see you? For real this time?" The first glimpse, she recognized him instantly: tall, tousled hair, a slightly nervous smile. In his hands, a paper bag. "Mystery pastry," he said, holding it out, as promised. Inside was a slightly squashed croissant. Mia burst out laughing. "Is this your way of apologizing?" "Depends. Is it working?" Just like that, the awkwardness vanished. The real thing. They talked for hours. Jake's hands moved wildly when he spoke. Mia stole fries off his plate. At some point, their fingers brushed, and neither pulled away. "Funny how a wrong text led to this," he murmured. Mia grinned. "Best glitch ever." Epilogue: a year later, Mia's phone buzzed. "Remember our first conversation, hypothetically? What if I asked you to move in with me?" She looked around her tiny apartment, then at the framed photo on her desk. Jake. Mid-laugh, holding up that sad croissant like a trophy. "Hypothetically, I'd say yes. Good, because I already packed your boxes."